Good evening, everyone. I'm on wheel tonight. I am Jad. So, yes, I'm on my own again tonight. So, I agree. Right. So, it says sweet blackberry cobbler, but yes, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Um, Chris got me black blueberries by mistake, so I've added some to the blackberries, so it's a bit like blackberry blueberry. So yeah, that's you know, and he's just got them out of the freezer. Because the first things first is I've got to use my hob and put the blueberries, blackberries, whatever, um, and boil them down. That's the bit.
Gary.
The unusual thing about it is the dish that the blueberry cobbler's going in. You've got to actually melt the butter in that in the oven. So it's a bit unusual. Um, so yes, so I'm going to make a start, and I'm just going to. Can you hear me all right, baby? Sound all right? Sound all right? Hi, Gary.
Gary.
I'm asking him if sounds all right, and he's not even hearing me. So I'm going to make a start.
Sounds fine.
Did it serenade you? Yeah, I'm Jad. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to switch to the other camera and got my pan here. Look, I love that pan. Absolutely love it. It's the only pan I've got that's suitable with this hob because it's an induction, you see. So you've got to have proper induction pans, and I didn't know that when I bought it, so I had to go out and buy this. I mean, yeah, they're a bit pricey, but you know when you're cooking out, it's lovely. That's all I can say. So we've got 3 cups of blackberries, but I've got a few blueberries added in. So that is about 400. Ooh. So yeah, so that's the blackberry and blueberry mix. Because in the packet of blackberries, the it's only got 350 grams in. So to this, I've got to add I need to put it in my wrong bag. This is, you've got to weigh 250 grams out, but divided, 1 cup is 200 and half a cup is 50 grams. So that'll come later. So yeah, so this is going over. Yeah, I'll give 2 guesses. Oops. Yeah, biscuits decided to oh dear. Hey, oh, that's normal for me. That is Bria. This is 59 mils of water. Now it says Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, that's first thing we've got to do is, so obviously these are frozen, aren't they? So yeah, we've got a little bit of a mix of blueberries and blackberries in there. I'm just trying to... Baby, can you just get me that glass dish from under there, please? You've put them things on top of them. That glass dish, what this is going into. It fell. Excuse you. That glass dish. You put
this?
Yeah, it's like I need that first. Yeah, just put it down there. That's it.
Oh. Excuse you.
And we will be having some of this tomorrow after his tea. Chris has a muffin for his Preheat morning. You see, Chris got confused in blackberries and blueberries. So yeah, he bought some blueberries. They were fresh ones, but I just weighed them out with blackberries and put them in that tub to freeze. So yeah, we've just got to wait till they start to boil, and then but yeah, this one's quite easy to do, you know, and I think it's self-explanatory in the comments. You know, I mean, obviously, I could have done this all beforehand, if you know what I mean. But I thought, no, I'll just show you, you know. So I have just turned the heat up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I have got a recipe for something similar, but using strawberries, and you actually make scones for the top of it, if you know what I mean. So I might do that a bit further down the line, but you know, but that's oh, what's that one called? It's just strawberry and scones. I can't remember what exactly what it's called, but you see, one days I reckon what they've done is held a few blackberries back, because on the picture it's like a few blackberries dotted on top. Now it don't say anything about in the recipe about dotting them on top of your batter, so I'll just do what yeah, it's actually a BBC Good Food one, Bria. It's like strawberries, and you do something similar to this, but you make scones and put them on top of your strawberries. But they don't call it a cobbler. It's, I forget what it's called now. Let me have a look, so see if I can see it. Oh yeah, it's called Strawberries and Cream Scone Cobbler, it's called. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. That's it, look, Bria. I don't know whether you can see it or not. So yeah, but right. So I'm just going to turn this down. Because it says turn it down to a simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll just move that slightly over there. You can still see it while it's you know, while it's bubbling away. So this is 125 grams of self-raising flour. And that's the thing, baby. Baby, that butter wants melting. So to this, I'm going to add it's 125 grams of self-raising flour.
This one.
This is the other 50 grams from the 250 grams of sugar. And I'll wait for wet ingredients because I want to take this off. Oh, I've turned that off so I can be getting on with. Baby, do you want to come and get this hob for me, please?
What?
This. And then it's that way.
I don't know it now,
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that butter wanted melting in pan. Anyway, it don't matter. This is a teaspoon, half teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I say you should have melted that in there, but hey ho.
Oh well. Don't mind.
Anyway, I'll skip that bit and I'll yeah. This is the pan that I'm gonna. Now it says to put this in the bottom of your pan. So that's the unusual bit. So yeah, so we've got the butter in the bottom of the pan. Got us blackberries and now this is 240 grams of milk, or 1 cup of milk, and this goes in there. And we've got to whisk this until smooth. I think it's, you know, when this has started acting up again. I think this is basically like it looks to me. It's like how can I put it, like a pancake mix. But it says with your butter to not stir it or anything. It says pour the batter over the melted butter. Do not stir. Spoon the blackberry mixture over the batter. Again, do not stir. Oh, God almighty, Struth. You know, you could tell we're life cost biscuits farting like there's no tomorrow. Jesus wept. Anybody want a farting dog? So as I say, it's a bit unusual because it says pour the batter over the melted butter. Do not stir. Bit of a strange one, this one. But they say it works. I'll take the word for it. So that's the batter into the butter, and it says spoon the blackberry mixture over the batter. Again, do not stir. Tell you, it's really weird, this one is. I've never baked anything like this before, but hey ho, just give it a chance. I'm assuming they mean the whether they mean pork juices in as well as, I don't know. Oh crap, I thought that's gone over the table. No, it says don't stir, but that looks like it's not gone to edge. Anyway, so that's that. I'll just get my wet wipes because I had a little bit of a spillage. Now that can go in the oven now, Mr. Me.
You ready?
Yeah, I spilt a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
It looks like a crime scene. Look.
It's spilling.
Oh, I'm hoping so. Bit of a strange one, that one.
Was it?
Yeah. Now that says between says 30 to 40 minutes or until the top is golden brown and set.
Golden brown? How's that going to go golden brown?
It's a case of waiting to see. Should I do 30 or 40?
30 for now, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. But that's what it says to do. So, yeah, that's what I've just said. Oh, it's down there, baby.
What's that?
My other mixer. So we're going on to number 2.
This one here.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Tell us out. Can you pass me the flour and whatever? Yeah.
Which ones you want? Fresh one or mine?
This. No, that's. I think it's that one. Into that's flour. That's my sugar. There's baking powder and whatnot. Is it one of these two?
No idea.
Yeah. So this is 250 grams of flour, self-raising flour. No, this is all-purpose flour. Other one was self-raising. A teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of bicarb of soda. And it's like a wet, dry kind of thing. Oh, crap, they went on the floor. And it says 1 cup of granulated sugar, which equates to 200 grams. That goes in there as well. Oh, crap. So basically, it's all the dry ingredients and, you know, like ingredients. So I want to put that into, baby, there's some more, what's here to melt, please. Let's go in. Yeah. So for this bit, I've got my glass jug. My whiskey bit, my other whisk's gone on the floor somewhere, baby.
What?
My whisk.
Can't hear you.
My whisk.
Whisk.
Down there, look. Now this does say 245 grams of buttermilk, but it's very hard to find it round here. So, yeah, I just use plain yogurt. So that is 245 grams of plain yogurt. Same kind of thing. A teaspoon of vanilla. Two large eggs. Okay, my dear. And this is 115 grams of melted butter. So it's pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And I'm going to mix. Hey Joelle, how are you? So that is the muffin mix. I'm just going to scrape around edges so it's all, make sure it's all mixed together. So you're just going to put that to one side for a minute. Because we're going on to the cream cheese mix now. And all will become apparent why I'm making it now. And I haven't put the muffins in this. So yeah. Baby,
What?
will you just drain this for me, please? Because I weighed it out earlier on, there's a lot of water or, you know, liquid. It's like separated from the cream cheese. So that's why you just get a quick.
Drop juggy bowl and it covered in
You
water.
tell me.
Somebody gonna want Germany or Spain in final. It's 0-0.
So this is 226 grams of cream cheese, quarter of a cup of granulated sugar, 50 grams, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm just going to use my, oh, good job that's got a lid on it. Just going to use my whisk for this. Mix until creamy and smooth. How easy was that? Right. Here's where the magic happens. If I can... it does say it only makes 12. So... what you do, it says, is... oops. Add a spoonful of the muffin batter to each muffin cup, filling about a third of the way. And these are proper muffin cups by... here's where the twist comes. Just flatten that out a bit. I've got like a flat base. One right there. It's all right. I looked at one and I thought that don't seem to have much in it. A bit more in there as well. Right. Add 1 heaped teaspoonful of the cream cheese filling to the centre of each.
Move those up, didn't we?
So that's that bit. So
Oh, you done it, yeah.
next thing is to do the batter that is remaining. Cover with the remaining batter mixture. So you've got a muffin with a cream cheese centre. And that's where the cream cheese bit comes in. Because you pour it in centre here. Just have to make sure that your batter has covered all the cream cheese. But the lemon bit is the icing. It's like a lemon drizzle icing. Uh-oh. Ain't got enough batter. Might have to rob Peter to pay Paul. Looks a bit... quicker than that. Right, I think they're about done. Right, I'm trying to make sure all the cream cheese is hidden underneath the and the batter's gone all the way to the edge. And once this is done, these will be going in the oven. There you go. That's about it. So yeah, so that's the muffins. We've just got to wait for the cobbler to come out the oven before they can go in. Well, you're saying they're looking yummy now. They haven't even been baked yet. So, yeah, 50 minutes in and both done. Well, they're not done because these has got to go in oven. At least I can drink my coffee semi-warm. Usually have to drink it stone cold. So, put them over there right away. Right, just sort these so Mr. P don't have to bend down. I've even decided what I'm making next week. I'm making orange drizzle cake. And hi, Tommy, how are you? What else did I say we're going to make? Orange drizzle cake. Tommy. It's Tommy, not Johnny. So yeah.
Oh, it's Tommy.
Yeah, I've just said it's Tommy. Orange drizzle cake. And something else. Another cake. I'm making like 2 cakes next week. What now? Tell you. It's in my marbles. Let me just have a look on here, see if I can. It springs the old memory. That's the that's the orange. Anyway, that's the orange drizzle cake.
Should have made it tonight.
That's next week. Recipes over there if you want to go at me. Or underneath that bag. forgot what it is now I'm making. I know the... Tommy says don't sound so disappointed. That's the one. So that's the orange drizzle cake. Oh wow, that's it. That's it. That's it.
She found it.
Eat mess cake. But to me, that's more like a tray bake, if you know what I mean. It says a tray bake or roasting tin here. So, well, I suppose it's still a cake. So, yeah. I think that's everything, baby. So, yeah. So, in effect, thank you, Joelle. We'll be on New Year's Eve because we... You know, the rusty bullet holes will be making a one night only appearance. I don't know whether Joel's heard about it or... Yeah. Richard's tinkering about on his... well, he bought a keyboard from the charity shop, but he's upgraded to a proper, you know, like a piano type of thing. Plus, on, you know, mouth organ.
It starts to go brown on edges.
I think that's ready.
No. Starts to go brown on edges.
We'll say another 5 minutes.
Yeah, give it 5.
Don't want that note light picture. So yeah, so
Ready?
Yeah. I'm going to learn to play the recorder. Johnny's got his trumpet. Now he's got a mouthpiece for it. He's bought a mouthpiece for his trumpet. Bill, guy's playing with tools, is going to play on the electric guitar. Ollie, who goes in Richards on a Thursday, has got a violin. So I don't know, you know, or I don't think anybody's singing. We're not that good, Joel. So, but yeah, we're going to play Old Lang Syne at end. That's the you know, what we've planned for. We've got to have a few practice sessions yet. I've still got to learn to play recorder, and I've been researching how to learn to play the recorder without sheet music. Now I cannot read. Yeah, 2-string violin. That's it, Bria. Yeah, I cannot read sheet music, so I need to be able to learn the recorder. It's basically just your main chords, your C, your D, and whatever. You know what I mean? That's as long as you. Not really, Joel. Hiya, Woody. Cobbler's already in. Chris has had to put it back in because it weren't quite cooked. And I've got splatters on my computer screen. Yeah, well, I mean, that's remains to be seen, Gary. We'll have to see. But yeah, oh, God almighty. Biscuit can do, you know, bass notes. Oh, bloody hell. That's all I'm saying. Bloody hell. But, oh, yeah. Chris got us some new cigarettes today. See them 2 dots at top? You press one, and you get a menthol flavour. press the red one and you get a strawberry flavour, or you don't press it at all and you don't get any flavour. So yeah, we're trying these out. They're a lot better than the ones that we've been having. Now you see, the thing is, Joelle, oh God, yeah. Can he, Gary? But yeah, it's like one of these where I'll just put it in the thing and you might hear it click. She says. And because I'm trying to demonstrate to you, he's not doing it. Did you hear that? Did you hear that click? Yeah, that's it. Joelle, our biscuit can be on decks. Anyway, so I've pressed the green one for menthol. Help, Bria. It not take him long to evacuate it, I tell you that much. God, this is the thing, Bria. I wish so we'd got smell-o-vision and you could smell it. Yeah. You know what they say in Yorkshire? I think someone's crawled up his arse and died. You know what I mean? But this is the thing, Gary, is lay asleep. Now, the only time you hear him fart is when there's nobody here, because I've heard it. And I were here by myself one day. Chris and Callum were out. Yeah. And God, he didn't talk about let rip. But I think with noise and everything, it just sneaks them out. But yeah, it smells, Gary, like something that's crawled up his arse and died. So, but yeah, so we reckon we're going on to these now. It's same shop, same price. Hey, I'll tell you something, Joelle. It's got that enough wind to blow a hot air balloon up. Honest to God, then you'd know what I were dealing with, Bria.
I'm ready.
Yeah, well, it says it's ready. Wow. 15. We see our biscuit is do you reckon that's done?
Oh.
It don't.
You see it browning on edge there, look.
That's been in 40. Is it 35?
35.
I'd do another 5 minutes.
Another 5.
But anyway, yeah, he's got enough wind to blow yeah. No, one of them big hot air balloons up. Yeah. So yeah, I think our biscuit's about 10. I'm not sure, because they weren't sure of his age when we adopted him. They thought he were about 7. Now we've had him 3 years, so that makes him roughly about 10. But that were only them guessing. So I mean, he could be older. So that makes our biscuit about, is it 70, Gary? Oh yeah, and some, Gary. Yeah. But it don't help that he's downwind. He's got his arse pointing towards me. I think I might have to put my fan on. Or Chris might, because it's plugged in. Just into his... Blow it back that way. So Chris... I mean, this is the thing. Chris hasn't got a sense of smell. But when he drops one, he can smell that. So that's how potent they are. You know. potent enough for Chris to be able to smell it. Are you had any, Tommy? You live on ready meals, don't you, Tommy? Have you had any effects, you know, nauseous, you know, coming out, you know, the back door? Jesus. What is it, salmonella or something, Tommy? Well, I can honestly say, touch wood, I've never poisoned anybody yet. I know I smoke, but everything's done, everything's out of the way. Yeah, I'm, you know what I mean? Take hygiene very, you know, wash my hands. Well, about 8:30, 25 to 9, I go to the toilet, I wash my hands, give them a good wash. Tommy, sounds mad, mate. By any chance, is it Iceland? What do you mean you usually? Ain't you had one recently? Or did you go in for one and that's when he told you that they'd been recalled? Scary though, isn't it? Knowing that a lot of time you know, eat ready meals and then you go in shop and he says that they've been recalled. Scary stuff. But I tell you something, Tommy, and this will make you laugh. When me and Chris first got together, first time he came to see me, and then it was sort of like near Christmas or after New Year's or something. So I went to see him. So he met me off at bus, right? So he says, I tell you what, he says, I'll treat you. I'll take you for your breakfast. Right, fair enough. And basically, we had this breakfast. Goes back to Chris's flat, right? And he says, well, I've just got to go to the shop for some, I forget what it were now, something or other. He had to go to the shop. And the minute he walked out door, this is no word of a lie, I had to go to the toilet and I was vomiting. So anyway, when he come back, I'm laying on the sofa. So he says, what's supper? You all right? And I says, I don't know. I says, I don't know whether it was that breakfast or what. I says, but I feel as rough as a butcher's dog. I says, I feel really unwell. I says, and I've been being sick. I says, and now my stomach's bubbling, like, you know. So anyway, so he went and got his duvet out at bedroom, put it over me. And then I think he was doing something. And he says, do you know something? He says, I feel as rough as the butcher's dog. So it was at breakfast. So first, you know, not long after meeting, he was trying to poison me. So I'm on one, because he got at the time one sofa one side and a sofa other. So I'm on one sofa and he's on other. And yeah, we're both as ill as the butcher's dog. So it didn't bode well, did it? But yeah.
That's starting to look a bit browner, baby.
If you look there, because it's like got a layer of layer of layer of something. Yeah. Is that all right now then? Well, I'm going to ask people's opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Now, bearing in mind, this looks nothing like the picture. But it still seems a bit soft to me whether or not it'll harden up. But if you look at it, it's like got a layer of fruit, a layer of the batter, and then this on top. This is probably just the juices. So what should I do? Should I put it back in? Yeah. So both of us were ill, and the only thing we could put it down to, Tommy, was this cafe that we'd been to.
I've been there loads of times before, and I was been alright.
Yeah, and you know, same as Chris has just said, he's been there loads of times before, and he's been all right. Hi, Tim. He's still. I thought you were going home today. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon it needs going back in for a bit, or what? Or do you think that'll set once it's Hey?
I reckon that might set.
Well, you see the fruit stop bubbling now. Well, you see, told us that it were going home today. Do you want to put these in, these muffins? You see, that's the picture. It don't look like it. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have put all the juices in from the what? You don't need them.
I don't, in case I burn myself on the side.
So they going in. I've got to see how long they've got to be in there. It says 18 to 22 minutes until the tops are lightly golden and toothpick inserted into the muffin comes out clean, avoiding the centre. So what do you reckon?
18.
18.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm going to leave that now. I don't want to put it back in and then it burn it. But same as Chris says, this might, I mean, it seems firm enough for me to touch it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just going to put that to one side. Ow. Just move that over there for me. So what I'm going to do while we're waiting is I'm going to make the glaze for them muffins. So that is 63 grams or 1 cup of powdered sugar, icing sugar in other words, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that's all it is. That's all the icing is. It's lemon juice and icing sugar. Now, I'm not going to put it all in one go because it was Sunday, Joelle. I don't want the glaze to be runny. I want it to be quite thick. So I haven't put it all in. And this, once the muffins have cooled down, this will go on top of the muffins. See, if you put too much lemon juice in it and it's too runny, I don't like it like that. I like it nice and... Now, to me, I think that's just right. I don't like the... I might just put a little bit in, because I'm assuming that when you put the glaze on it, it soaks through the muffin. So that's where the lemon comes in, because that's lemon juice. So I don't want it too runny, but I don't want it too thick either. So I'm sort of going for a little bit in the middle. Can you see? To me, that's just right. Now, if I'd have put all lemon juice in, that's, can you see? That's what's left. So if I do find it a little bit, I can always put some more lemon juice in. Mind you, having said that, if I put too much in, I could always put some more icing sugar in, but to me, I think that's just right. Where's Harpo Marks tonight? Was his Royal Highness?
Harpo Marks?
Who's Harpo Marks?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Is it on a black partner?
Oh. Right. So we'll leave that at that. I bet I know where he is, Joel. Marx Brothers. But
There's
yeah.
a German player with a woman's player. That's what her name is.
What?
Minge.
Minge?
Minge.
Make it up. German player. Chris says his name's Minge. Last night there were a player called Beaver.
Yeah, that was from England.
Yeah, and she were English. She were an England player. You know, it's one of these things you couldn't make it up, could you, Minge? Fancy having a name like that? She know what she meant, Tommy. Don't turn into Park Nest, whatever you do. Yeah, and it's spelled exactly like that, Joel. Yeah. M-I-N-G-E. Can you imagine them saying, addressing her formally in Miss or Ms. Minge?
That's it. I'll marry her, but I'm not having.
Yeah, change that last name for God's sake.
Default.
Well, normally it's the woman that changes the.
I mean, if she's married, if she's took his surname.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't know if she's married.
Yeah, I'd have turned around and says, "If you think I'm taking that name, you've got another thing coming."
Probably means something else in German, doesn't it?
Oh.
Hey Siri, what does Minge stand for in German?
I bet I know where Richard is. What?
Minge stand for English. What's it say?
Ah, well, I didn't know that, Tommy.
Minge stand for what in German, English? Next.
The thing is, Tommy, you know, I take my hat off to him. He's dedicated to it. You know what I mean? Getting it just right. I mean, yeah.
What?
My recorder hasn't even come. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, this is what we're making next week. Making orange drizzle cake and Eaten mess cake. But it's more like a tray bake, the eaten mess. So some of the strawberries you chop up and put it in the sponge mixture, and then some you slice. Half you chop and half of them you slice. And then you lay them on top when you put in the meringue, crushed meringue. Or I'll tell him you said that, Tommy. Although he's more like Groucho sometimes. Is anybody winning?
Nil exercise, second half exercise.
Ooh, looks like it might go to penalties. Spain and Germany. So it is a unofficial poll. Who would you rather the Lionesses face, Spain or Germany? But yeah, this is no word of a lie, Tommy. For years now, Chris's favourite cake has been lemon drizzle. And I saw that and I thought, yeah, except it's orange. And I've been meaning to make that eaten mess cake for ages. So I thought, yeah, orange drizzle, like tray bake. I've got all the ingredients. Well, I will have, because I've ordered the oranges and the meringues. I've already got, because put ground almonds in the eaten mess thing. So only thing I've had to order, oh, that were it, strawberries as well. So we're having the shopping delivered on Saturday. So I put strawberries on the order. I put some oranges on the order. And I put some meringue nests on the order. Now yeah, that's it. That's the only stuff I need. And it's coming with me shopping. So Chris not had to go running about on Monday, because we're back to normal next week, baking on Tuesday. So, yeah, honest to God, Tommy, Chris will tell you, lemon drizzle, out of this world. And we went to Cleethorpes one day, and we went into, I think it was an Asda in Grimsby, that Asda we went in. Went in at Asda in Grimsby on his way home. And I needed to get a few bits for my baking. So she's pouring them through checkout, and she says, somebody here is a baker. I went, yeah, that's me. So she says, I want to pick your brains a minute. She says, I make a lemon drizzle. She says, but somehow it don't turn out right. So I says to her, I says, because see, with mine, I use caster sugar and lemon juice for the drizzle bit. So I says to her, I says, do you let your cake cool down before you do the drizzle bit? So she says, yeah. I says, well, that's where you're going wrong. I says, because with the lemon drizzle, the drizzle has to soak through into the cake. So I says to her, I says, as soon as it comes out the oven, we're nearly closing time ago. So I says to her, I says, as soon as it comes out the oven, I says, you poke holes in top. I says, and you pour your lemon juice and your caster sugar over the top. But anyway, so that was the advice I gave her.
Well, if she took it or not.
And then I were in Asda one day, and this woman had been upstairs and bought some baking tins, set of 3, all different sizes. So she says, I were actually on baking aisle, getting a few bits and bobs. So she went, excuse me. She says, I wondered if you could give me a little bit of advice. She says, I'm making my nephews. Spain scored in extra time.
See what it's
I'm making my nephew's birthday cake. So she says, but he's an avid card player. So she says, the idea is, she says, I make a sponge. I says, well, there you go. First thing is, I'd advise is, if it's your first time, make a Victoria sponge. And she says, I want it like what she explained it to me, what she wanted, right? She says, I want white icing. She says, and all 4 suits of cards. So I says, the best thing to do, I says, is get that. You could get some icing, just roll out. I says, if, we're not being a baker, get some of this ready rolled or ready made icing. Must have been there about an hour trying to tell her, what's best to do and what best to get, and you know what I mean. I says to Chris when I went, I says, anybody think I were Mary Berry? I says, how come everybody? I mean, even my hairdresser, the woman that comes to do my hair, the last message before her son's wanted a blondie recipe. So I'm now sending my hairdresser recipes for a son. Oh my God. So there you go. So that's it. In Asda with lemon drizzle. In other our Asda. Hi Terry. Wanted to know, best thing to bake for a nephew's birthday cake. Chris got football on, Tommy. We were talking that long. Chris had got football on his phone.
Oh, some football on my phone.
Yeah. While I'm sort of,
So Eddie, I'm going to turn it Wi-Fi off soon. They're closing.
Yeah. So I tell you, I must have been talking to her for about an hour. If I were you, I'd do this. She says, well, it's the first time I've ever made a cake. I thought, oh my God. So I says to her, just look for Mary Berry's Victoria sponge or a Victoria. But yeah, she says he's an avid card player. And she says, I'm thinking of doing like, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, ace of spades, ace of, you know what I mean? That's what the thing were. She were, and I says, just get that ready to roll icing. I says, and once you've made like your Victoria sponge, I says, and you put cream or buttercream or whatever you pour in on it, I says, just chuck some white icing over the top, cut round, and then, do whatever. I mean, that's one thing I don't like dealing with. Rolling icing and whatever. I like to, like I've done the drizzle and the glaze and whatever. Don't like working with icing. But you see, a lot of these bakers make it's like icing sugar, but it's called royal icing. Now that's what they make when they're covering them with, or fondant or whatever you want to call it. But now, don't ever ask me to make a birthday cake with fondant on it, because some of these, they make these little like little figurines and things, and I think, God, they must have patience of a saint, where these fiddly little bits. And I tell you something, what I saw today, and it blew my mind. Oh, the midges. They'd made a dragon's head, and they sort of told you what they'd done, and it were like a sponge cake, but they sort of like stacked it up and then cut bits off it. Oh, well, I can't be doing with that. Oh, well, thank you. No. I have to wait till next Tuesday. 2 measly quid. You've got to be kidding me.
Eh?
I says 2 measly quid. You've got to be kidding me. You see, before I couldn't use that timer because it used to bother Biscuit. And now he's going a bit mutton Jeff. It don't bother him.
Huh?
You'll get there. Don't forget I want my skewer. But yeah. And I'd never, ever open a bakery.
Nah,
Tommy says I won't bet on it for 2 quid, Grace. But yeah. I don't mind giving advice. I don't, mind if anybody asks me a question about baking. I don't mind.
Slightly over the top.
Oh, only slightly. Oh, just knocked me mask flying.
Oh, look at
Hang on a minute. Oops, they're not done.
not done.
No.
Another 5, huh? Hey?
Hang on a minute.
I'll close it down, is it?
Nearly.
Nearly. You ready?
I'll put it on for 5 minutes.
You ready?
No. Right.
Ready?
Yeah. We see them muffin cases that I've used are Dr. Oetker, and they're supposed to be muffin cases, but they've sort of like slightly come over the top.
Like Germany's going out.
Eh?
Like Germany's going out.
Oh dear. So yeah, the cobbler doesn't look like what, but I thought, well, it's something different. And they'd done it a different way, because normally I'd put fruit in bottom it, in bottom it dish. I'd sprinkle some sugar over it, mix it together, and then I'd put, make a dough. And, put, and basically you just need a cookie scoop thing and just put blobs of it on. Now that, totally different to what, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. But oh.
I said Spain's through. Spain versus England again. There we go. Do you sleep, Baba?
Yeah, can you just put me a fan on, please?
Oh.
But yeah. But I mean, next week it seems, seems easy enough, she says. So once you've made your batter, it says add the zest of 1 orange and the juice of half of an orange. Gently fold through, evenly distributing throughout the batter. Put the juice of 1 orange in a microwave-safe bowl with the icing sugar. Mix well and microwave for 60 seconds until you have a syrup. Note it will be very hot, so handle with care. Oh shit, Sherlock. Spoon or pour the hot syrup all over the hot cake and allow it to sink in. So it says use a skewer or cocktail stick. So it's basically exactly the same as the lemon drizzle. You know, you poke it as soon as it comes out of the oven and pour the syrup over it. Seems all right. Stir in the chopped strawberries and pour the batter into a tin and level the top. Then it says scatter the sliced strawberries and meringue over the cake. Then bake for 40 to 45 minutes until risen golden and the skewer comes out clean. Seems easy enough. So once you've put your batter in and you've levelled it out, you scatter the sliced strawberries and the broken up meringues, because it says four meringues. They're very roughly broken up. And they look better. They don't poke middle.
Oh, sorry, not me.
Not camera.
Oops. Better?
Yeah, well, everything's coming out clean. Because it says don't poke middle, because that's where that cream cheese is.
I'll set it off then, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, they seem to be. What's done here? You can just see my head. It's cocked it back a bit. That's why. Oh. I'll rectify it in a minute. I don't want to lean over these because these is red hot. I've done there. What I've done. Oh, we're back. I don't know what happened there. It disconnected for some reason. So I'll just show them you. Now, bearing in mind, these are Dr. Oetker muffin cases. Got to be a bit careful because they're a bit hot. So yeah. So we've had little tiny bit of an overspill in certain places, but they're still within the. Can you just bring me a knife in, please? Yeah, just so I can separate these. But yeah. Now I'm waiting from from Amazon for, you know, them baking cups that I use. I'm waiting for them. But this is what makes me mad. They take your money, But then once they've took your money, they turn around and say, well, they're not in stock at the moment. We'll email you when they're back in stock. But they've took my money off me. So yeah, that's what pisses me off about it, because they've took my money off me and I'm still waiting for these. They're like deep baking cups like that, and yeah, they don't tell you till after you've ordered them that they're not in stock at the moment and we'll email you once they're back in stock. Because I was having a rant to Tracy about it other week, and I says, I'm still waiting. I've paid for them, yet I still ain't got them. Baby, just bring me a tea towel in, please. I'm just going to take them out here for it. That's all I need. But yeah, and I think it's ridiculous. They should have told me when I went to order them that they weren't in stock, but they didn't. They decided to wait until after I'd ordered them and took my money off me before telling me that they weren't in stock. I mean, sometimes when you try and order some things, they'll say, sorry, this item is not available from this seller that you've selected. You know, is alternative, blah, blah, blah. But that time they didn't. They just took my money and then told me that they hadn't got them in. See, I want them to cool down, and they'll cool down quicker if they're not in thing. See, that one's sort of like gone over a bit, but it's still, you know what I mean? Without having to cut any off it.
Sit down there. Oh, there. Oh. Slow.
I know.
Got my camera charged, but I'm going to take a picture at home. It's all bloody cloudy.
Is it cloudy?
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be an eclipse or something? I mean, Terry might know.
No idea.
Coming soon, an eclipse. Oh, crap.
It'll be cloudy by the time I
That one, I've just broke it on edges.
see the screen on that.
That's the reason why I want them out, because I'm going to put them over here.
If the bloody edges on that, no problem. Edges of a biscuit.
No, he's on a diet.
Oh yeah, he's on a diet, yeah. Sorry about that.
In front of the fan, and they'll cool down. Hey up. He wouldn't know. Tommy. See, I needed a knife because they'd come over a little bit. They sort of merged, so I thought I'll separate them. You know, there's some bits of spongy. Get nibble on them, baby.
What?
I says there's some bits of spongy. You can nibble on them. So they cool down a lot quicker. You know, when you take them out of the pan. And I've also put the fan on, so that cools them down as well, because I don't want to put this like glaze on them till they've cooled down a bit. But yeah, Tommy, I'm looking forward to next week. I mean, in essence, the Eating Mess isn't a cake, it's a tray bake. But it always says here, a lunar eclipse due on 7th September. Ooh. Let muffins cool in the pan for 5 minutes. Yeah, right. Before transferring to a wire rack to finish cooling. And then it just says drizzle over the cooled muffins before serving. Hiya, Johnny.
So father's in love.
So yeah, so these is the muffins, Johnny. These are supposed to be muffin cases, and they're Dr. Oetker muffin cases. And well, not all of them, but most of them eat mess cake. It's actually a tray bake, look, Tommy. And you cut. It's flying away. I think it's about 400 grams of strawberries. So you separate them into 200. And one lot you chop into like little squares, and the other half you slice. Now you put some of the chopped strawberries into the batter, and then you put your batter in your tin, and you crumble the meringues up and the sliced strawberries on top, and then you bake it. And there you go. So I'm quite looking forward to it next week. I think only thing I haven't put on my shopping is the double cream, but they've always got that down at our Asda anyway. So that's about the only thing, because it's got to. Oh, probably out searching. Oh, it's all right. We've got, yeah, that second time a plane's gone over really, really low.
It's time for a coffee, lady.
Funny you should say that. I've just finished it. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, rather than put helicopter up, sometimes they send a plane out. It all depends what they're looking for. If they're looking for a missing person,
dodgy dude,
or somebody that's doing something that they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Hey up, Johnny. Chris has started getting some different fags. The red dot at top, press that. These are them clicky things. You get strawberry flavour. Press the green one, you get menthol. I mean, you don't have to press it at all, and you just get a normal fag.
Press them both together, you get strawberry and mint.
Yeah, and if you press them both together, you get strawberry and mint. I find that menthol one is a lot. That's it. I've pressed both on them now. But yeah, same price as other one. Even before lighting it up, you can smell strawberry. And tonight, his holiday will be paid for September. So yeah, will you bring me a spoon in, please? Like a pudding spoon. Hi, Wakey, long time no see.
Who's that?
Wakey.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh, God. Don't say that, Terry. Cobbler with a side of pickles and ice cream. Oh, she's pregnant and she's got a craving for pickles. Ugh. Not by me, it ain't. Ain't what? But we keep having the aeroplane going over, and you know, they're either after somebody that's up to no good, or they're looking for a missing person. That's the thing, Wakey. We have to battling on.
Aye.
But yeah, we've all got his, you know, things to bear, if you know what I mean, and you just have to keep plodding on, Wakey. Just keep plodding along. Right, they need. What are you doing? Getting his nuts out.
Nuts out.
Oh dear.
That's all right. I'll get my nuts out because I watched Minge earlier.
I know. I mean, isn't it less than a year since you lost your ma? Yeah, I can imagine, Wakey. I can imagine, you know, losing your mum and then losing your dad and all. You know, it's. I bet any money when Terry out's baby in September, I bet its nickname's going to be Pickle. Or are you going to call him Pickle? You know, I send my condolences to you, Wakey. But yeah, it's
police plane.
It's a police plane, is it?
Well,
probably after Vicky Pollard and her cohorts.
To see it go over again.
Well, it ain't all that long ago, Tommy, that he lost his mum. So, you know, to lose both your parents in a period of time, it's got to be. Oh, 3 years. I thought it was only about a year ago, Wakey. 3 years and 10 days. Hey up, I'll tell you something, Wakey. My stepdad died on the 10th of April, right, in 2010. And my mum went into end of life care because she got cancer. And I says, I know what she's doing. She's hanging on. You know, so she goes on the same day as Norman, my stepdad. No, she waited till day after, and she went on the 11th. I went, do you know something? I says, that's just like my mother, to hang on for one extra day. Terry says, I just hope he don't come out green because she's eating a load of pickles. She went shopping, she says, and there were loads of pickles in a trolley. But yeah, and it were like 7 years, more or less to the day or day after, then my stepdad died. And we all swore she were waiting for 10th because he went on 10th. But no, she waited an extra day and went day after. So he passed on 10th of April 2010, and she died 11th of April 2017. So yeah, so they are cooled down now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a glaze off on them. What I've already mixed. Give them another mix round. Yeah, I was there when my mum went. But the thing is, the only thing that my mum had got were one of these pump things, you know, like a pump that every so often it gives you a thing of morphine. So basically, she was asleep. But with my stepdad, I couldn't sit there because he were hooked up to all these machines, and you know what I mean. And I just couldn't hack it. And he were, you know, he were hooked up to all these machines, and every time you touched his hand, it was like he was sweating profusely. You know what I mean? And you know, you touch his hand or hold his hand, and there was just sweat pouring out of every. um, a beetroot glaze. But yeah, yeah, you know, at least my mum went sort of peacefully, and she weren't in any pain, and yeah, she got this like pump giving her a you know, morphine thing, but you know, at least she went peacefully. Now my stepdad on the other hand, he were hooked up to all sorts of things. But the thing is, with my stepdad, it was sepsis what took him, so it went nice. Ooh, some of that's dripping off. So yeah, you know, I couldn't deal with it. I wanted to make some more of this. I think there's going to be enough, baby.
Hey?
Might have to get me that icing sugar out of there. I've still got some lemon juice here. Get me a bit more. It's only done like 8, or it will do. Will you get me icing sugar? Yeah. I mean, I've got some lemon juice left over because I didn't quite mix.
See, this week or something like fireworks. Well, I was assuming the fireworks. You don't know, do you?
No. So yeah, I'll just make a little bit more with this lemon juice that I've got, and I think a couple of tablespoons should do. I'll just do a tea. Huh?
What?
He says he slept through alarm for an appointment just after 6 days after his dad passed. He said, and this is, I swear I heard his voice telling me he was going to be late. Bless him. Oh, that's gonna fall off there. Oops. Yeah, well, this is the thing, you know. How can I put it? When before we moved in here, there were an old guy. There were old guy.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles. And our Callum swears blind that he turns his Xbox on and off and things like that. And Callum talks to him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, like he's talking to a real.
The Xbox controller to orange.
Yeah.
If to orange.
Yeah. And then it one of the questions were, did this used to be your bedroom, Charles? And yeah. What, that little piece, Wakey? Yeah. But yeah. And it's like, he says, if this used to be your bedroom, turn control it to orange. And it goes to orange. So our Callum's ascertained that bedroom used to be this guy's. So yeah. But yeah, it's you know, whether it's just, I don't know. But we've had like things happen that you can't explain, if you know what I mean. You know, at one point I used to come down here, and I was going up one night, and Callum were in bed and Chris were in bed, and as I was going upstairs, I heard somebody shout, "Hello," an old man's voice. Now
these tasty, yeah.
These two didn't believe me. Well, Chris went to bed one afternoon, and he come down and he went, I swear to God, he says, I were lay on my side, he says, and somebody said in my ear, hello. So, you know, then he believed me. After that, he thought I were, you know, imagining things.
Oh, I said hello. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, said it to me, didn't it?
Yeah.
You said that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Let's put it this way, I come down and I had more skids than Brands Hatch.
Yeah, you know, oh crap. That one's biscuits, it's gone on the floor.
Oops.
But anyway.
You're on a diet, but you can have that one biscuit.
So there you go. They are cream cheese muffins. Luscious lemon cream cheese muffins. Just clear this mess up. And then I'm going to put the link in if anybody wants to come up for half an hour. Good thing about this icing, though, it soon sets. So it's better to clean up than... Oh dear, I'll have some off you, Wakey. You know, I bake every week. And I buy big you know, big bags of the stuff. Like I buy when I get flour, I get 16 kilograms of flour. That's self-raising and plain. And I say that's the only thing I use it for, because Chris don't have sugar and I don't have sugar and Callum don't have sugar. Well, I have sweeteners, but yeah. So I'm just going to put the link in for anybody that wants to come up. And finally comes up. Come on. How many? 6 teaspoons. Oh, God.
Teaspoon.
That's on his Frosties. I mean, Frosties don't need any sugar because they're already coated in sugar. But yeah, I mean, like last week, I'll leave it, you know, for about 10 minutes. And if nobody comes up, then I'll just close it down. Didn't have any takers at all last week. I sat here yakkering away to myself for 10 minutes and no, nothing. I don't know. But anyway, some problem with that. It's not sticky. Well, that bit of lemon juice come in handy, didn't it?
What?
I didn't use all the lemon juice originally when I made that glaze.
No.
So there were a little bit of lemon juice left. And I said, it's a good job I've got some left in it. It's nice to be able to have a coffee that's warm. But the weather that it's been this last couple of days, it's just been ideal.
Oh, yeah.
Been bearable, you know. Oh, God! 5 1 kilogram tubs of Lurpak in his pantry. Oh, Jesus. We're a bit of an order, Wakey. You see, this is the thing, Wakey. We only have our shopping delivery once a month. So I do tend to, you know, order enough butter and margarine and everything to last for the 4 weeks till my next shopping comes. So, I mean, that I could understand, but yeah. Some shortbread. Ooh, very nice. So, yeah. You know, if you want any recipes, Wakey, just message me and I'll send some over to you. I'd like to take that off because it's a bit around back of the neck. So yeah, the lady that does my hair is coming to do my hair on Saturday, but she's just going to cut and blow dry it. So I've got to dye my hair myself. So I might do that tomorrow. You know, ready for. I'm gonna have it cut right short because it's doing my head in. Having to have this on because I'm sweating conkers if I let my fringe down. You know, I want it really, really short. Not bald short, but yeah. Oh, that's it. But you see, this is the thing. My shopping is due this Saturday. And then when I decided to do the orange drizzle and the Eat Mess Eat Mess cake, I needed meringues, some oranges and some strawberries. So I thought, well, I may as well put them on my shopping. being delivered Saturday. They were all right in fridge till Tuesday. So it sort of takes the burden away from Chris, because it normally, if I make on a Tuesday, I write him a list down of what I need, and he gets some for me on the Monday. But I thought I'll take that burden away from him, and you know, I'll add it onto my shopping. So, I've ordered meringues, oranges, and some strawberries. Oh God. Well, the thing is, Wakey, if there's something that you think I might need, I'll take them off your hands, if that, if you want to, that is. The sugar and yeah, golden syrup. So anything that you don't think that you're gonna need, yeah. That's it. A lot of older generation used to have treacle on the porridge. I like to blob it like a blob of jam on mine. I mean, I don't eat porridge all that often, but yeah, I like I tell you what, I do like it on. I like it on pancakes and all, Wakey. Because I bought a waffle maker, you see. So I like, you know, Chris and Callum have golden syrup on it, but I like a bit of Nutella on mine. You know what I mean? We vary it a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to close it down because nobody's coming up again. So I will see you all on the next one. I don't know whether Richard's going live tomorrow or not. I don't know. He hasn't scheduled one. So it's just a case of looking out for him. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys. And I'll speak to you soon. See you later, guys.